PowerTalk Productions presents Dr. B, the ultimate legacy builder. PowerTalk is a movement, not just a show. Join us to explore life's challenges, share success stories, and uncover profit secrets from top experts and innovators. Get inspired, gain confidence, and elevate your business and life. Dare to be you and step into your greatness with PowerTalk. Thanks for connecting with Dr. B. Let's create a lasting legacy together.
And I figured that my next step would just be to go into real estate and start selling homes and helping people buy homes and transition out of the adult foster care business into real estate. And that's what I did. And I've been helping people since, like I said, 2005, helping them make their dreams happen.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Okay. And then you're a broker.
Yes.
Tell people your name.
So I'm Isaiah. I've been licensed now for a year in real estate. I was actually a teacher before. So I was a special education teacher for 6 years.
Oh my goodness. I was a director for special ed.
So you
There
know.
you go. We
So
tried with each other.
Before that, I was in property management. So I just came back to the other side of the real estate game. So our company's based out of Houston, but I work locally here. That's what we're. I service the whole state of Texas from land, commercial, investment properties, residential. I do it all, AirBNBs as well, running on those. So I'm more on the behind the scenes. I do the credit stuff, the money, the financing. I shop the lenders for the rates, the programs, the packages that fit the client. So I do all the parts of that.
And what inspired you to start doing that?
Honestly, I was teaching. I graduated with my master's toward the end of my teaching career, and I had a friend that just kind of wore me down. He works for another real estate company, it's Cooper, and he just kept, hey man, you got this doing this, man. You got people, you got numbers. Hey man, just make the jump. So finally, I was like, you know what, screw it, let's do it. So I've been licensed like a year. My first month into it, I got hired on for the direct lender. Then the market kind of went upside down, so I got laid off fairly quickly. So at that point, I was like, you know what? Let's work for somebody to go this for myself. So now I have 40 lenders under my belt. Still add more all the time. I'm always shopping for the best thing for the client. So if I don't have it, I'll find a way to get it. So whether it's a lower down payment package or down payment assistance or whatever that looks like. So I'm constantly doing work and find the best thing.
And then we also we have Kane and Melanie back in the house, and I'm so glad. Yay for coming back. It was a joy having you last time, and they're full of wisdom and knowledge, and they're also in the real estate and the AirBNB. So tell us more. How did you start and your story behind that?
All right. So I was in the medical industry. We're married 12 years this year, so quite some time. So we had a medical company that I started with my family for many years. We owned that for 17 years before tapping into something else. So bottom line is, once we dissolved that company, we're just used to having multiple things going on at the same time, multiple streams of income, and so we just had an opportunity to kind of figure out where we wanted to go next. And so for me, at that time, I felt like real estate, it fit everything, right? We each owned houses before. We had rental properties and things like that. So I felt like, with my personality, and at that point, I owned a dance company as well. So we only had a dance company, and I needed something else. And so once that was the other company, the medical business was done, I felt like real estate was it. So I got in 2018, and it's been great. We started off really, really strong. Of course, then COVID hit, things got interesting.
Yeah.
And we're still here going strong. We're loving it.
And I guess for myself, on top of the dancing, the owning our company, I also did captioning for TV for over 20 years. Mm-hmm. And then he decided to get into real estate. He's like, come on, get on board with me. I was
busy.
He was
so busy.
Right out of school, he already had contacts and he hadn't even graduated.
Yeah, it was great.
So he's like, because all the stream from the South Side, all the people we know and over the years, they're all coming. Okay. So he's like, please just let it go. I was like, I've been doing this for 20 years. This is my career. This is what I went to school for. And, I got carpal tunnel syndrome. Wow. So it was a blessing in disguise, actually. I was like, okay, you know what? So I probably need a break. So as soon as I got on board with him, we tripled everything because now he got help. And I speak Spanish, of course. So
different markets, and we working together as a team is nice also because we can.
I like him.
For 12 years.
Love is one thing, but liking someone is another.
It's another thing. Hey, Ragne. Hola, amiga querida. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, ¿y ustedes?
Muy bien, aquí bendecidos. I am so delighted to see you, Ragne. Ragne is the founder of World Women Conference and Awards. And she has a group of international women all over the world. I'm the Texas chapter leader for the Women Conference and Awards. So I am blessed to be part of her group. And not only that, but me and her collaborated with the Visionary Women Leaders Discovering the Greatness Within. And we have several women around the world that wrote a chapter. So those of you that are watching, go get the book. It's really interesting. It's amazing to see how people go through struggle and take the struggle and then build upon it to become something very strong. And that's exactly what we do, right, Ragne? Not only that, but we also wrote, the first book was the Cero Léxico, right? And that was your idea. It was like, you should write a book. And it was during COVID. And it was like, we were stuck. And I was like, okay. So Ragne really pushed me. From there, I became a publisher, and here I am, international publisher, motivating people to write, to tell their stories. And I'm so blessed to know you, Ragne. You're an amazing woman, and I know you've gotten several awards. So tell us, because I know you got into real estate. How did you get into real estate?
You know what, Angelica? Before I even started with all the women empowerment, I have been always involved in real estate. Actually, I started as I was 17 years old.
Oh, wow.
And that was something that just suited me. It was so natural for me. I did not even feel that I was selling, but I was doing something with passion. Why? Because I was helping someone to fulfill their dream. And the dream of having a new house, the dream of having a new business, the dream of something that they really, really desire. And to be honest, I would never have expected to have such success at 17. Mm-hmm. So I was lucky enough after the Soviet Union. I'm originally from Estonia, now resident in Mexico, but after the Soviet Union, Italians were the first one to enter the real estate market in Estonia. So I learned a lot within the 5 years. Obviously, location if you are in real estate, but also how to do things better than anyone else, how to really cater whatever you are creating based on the needs and the desires of the client, not just what you as a developer want to do. So they really gave me a huge school in a sense that everything that we created was very well thought through, and everything needed to have a need that we are really focusing on, and we are helping people to achieve their desire.
Wow. you know, and I didn't even know you started at a very young age in real estate. And it's amazing to see that. I mean, she's a powerhouse, okay? Powerhouse. So that's really great, Ragne. What would make you different from other real estate agents?
I think the difference is always preparation to start with. Because one, everybody can open the door and show a room, no?
Mm-hmm.
Are we agreeing on that? But how well do we do our preparation, in a sense that do we take time to really do the due diligence on the property? How well do we know the owner really? How well do we clarify the information that we have received, that it's actually true? So there's, I think that the number one point which distinguishes us is the preparation. The second is also to prepare with the, if you're going to the listing meeting, to prepare for that. Know who your client is. Know exactly what the listing seller wants from you as an agent, but also what is the product that they are really offering. And I think a lot of times also we get lazy because we just go there. We want the information and sort of that's it. And especially when we are busy and there's sufficient leads coming in and we have sufficient listings, then I think that the mindset always should be that every single listing that you will receive is your first one. So you want that person to succeed with you, and you want them to sell with you, because then they're going to recommend you to others. No, that's preparation. And also the other side, which I see a lot happening in Mexico, there is no follow-up. There is no follow-up with the seller, and there is no follow-up with the buyer. And we know life gets busy and it's difficult and all of that, but there needs to be, that's the sign of quality, where you really focus on, okay, what are the things that I am really doing on a daily, weekly, monthly basis that I contribute to sell the property? Or if you are representing the buyer, then on the other side, what is happening? So that's on that side. But if we're talking about investing in real estate, the same goes. Preparation. Know that the opportunity that you are presenting to the investors, one, that everything, and especially with Mexico, that everything is in order from legal point of view to financial strategy to even up to immigration, what we are helping our clients to really achieve, no? But from other side as well, that they really understand what are they buying. And that's sometimes that we skip the step because we think that the buyer really knows what they want. But when it comes to the point, there might be slight differences, and I think that that more than anything else is that, and knowing how you're going to buy if you are investing abroad. Like if you're an investor from United States, what are the steps that you really need to understand before you start to invest in Mexico, for example, and to have the financial structure ready. So because if you do not plan it, you might be losing so much money because you did not understand the opportunities were existing in financial strategy, which again we can help you as well.
Right. I'm going to challenge everybody. You need to write a little informational book where you tell people exactly what to do and how to follow. What were you going to say?
I was wondering where in Mexico.
She's in Los Cabos, right?
Los Cabos. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in Los Cabos, but we're just launching our first project in San Miguel Allende. That's why I'm actually here. That's why the connection has been quite difficult, but I made it. So,
yay! Yay!
So, but yeah, we our main market has been so far the last 10 years Los Cabos, Mexico, which is the Baja California Sur. But just now I just signed yesterday a new project here in San Miguel Allende. So whoever is interested, please reach out.
Yes. Yeah, there's a lot of activity going on there. We've had the opportunity in investing a little bit and helping people to invest in Tulum area, Riviera Maya. There's a lot of growth going on there. So we've been able to have a lot of things happen there internationally.
Wow.
And so it's good. I've been wanting to head up that way as well.
Well, you have a lot of connections here, Ragne, that you're going to be able to connect with them and you guys can.
Beautiful.
Yeah, because it's all about connections. For those of you that are watching, it's about who you know that knows someone else, that knows somebody else, that knows somebody else. Sometimes even at the 4th level, somebody will know someone that will push you and bring you up to where you need to be, whether it's a home, whether it's building a business, buying a business, building land, anything you want. It's who you know. So connect with Ragne. I know, Ragne, you have that internet, but where can people reach you and connect with you?
Well, I'm in every single social media platform. Well, TikTok is not my thing, although I do have a account.
You don't dance,
yeah. So I did dancing way back, like 20 years back. So I don't do that. But you can reach out in LinkedIn. You can reach out in Instagram. You can reach out in Facebook as Ragne Sinikas, as my name is also here. You can, if you do not. If you cannot pronounce that, then you can just see the sign here, and yeah, that would be the easiest way to connect with us.
And then Ragne, in the comments, go ahead and put your information there so that they can connect with you. She speaks English, Spanish, and the other languages?
Estonian, Russian. 7 in total, so
wow. Yeah, that's awesome. An impressive lady and a great connection. Like, and I'm going to come to Los Cabos, manifest it. I'll see you.
we are waiting for you, but
I know I've been wanting to come, but one thing and the other. But I will go, and then you're going to be in Houston, so let's connect, Ragne.
Exactly. Yes, we will definitely do that. Absolutely. But yeah, just to mention, I know that you are talking about AirBNB and that market, and I would say that the AirBNB has been one of the most preferred choices also for the small investors that have been investing in Los Cabos. But just yesterday, as I just mentioned, the market is booming also in San Miguel Allende. The good thing about Baja California Sur and particularly about Los Cabos is the security. It's the number one in all of Mexico, and the same goes with San Miguel Allende, because the community is small, close, and you can control the security, and we do not have problems with different groups or criminal organizations. So I think it's really important to know and understand, because we also see the general news and people do not understand where Los Cabos is versus Matamoros, for example, where just to address the elephant in the room, no? So it's important to know with whom do you contact, whom do you really trust in order for you to invest. But I can say that the markets have been absolutely out of the roof with buying the properties to rent as Airbnb.
Beautiful. Thank you, Ragne. Thank you very much for, it's a little delayed, but thank you so much for showing up. I know you have a busy schedule and you're out there busy. So thank you so much for showing up. We're going to connect again. And of course, you're always welcome to come back to the show. Hopefully you can come here live. It's going to be fun.
Well, if I'm going to be with you, so let's do the live one. I don't know.
Yeah, let's do a live one. Absolutely. You're going to be in Houston. You can come over here.
As we say, from Los Cabos, we're just one flight away to Dallas. So
I know. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I promise you, I'm coming. I missed your birthday, but we'll make it out.
Yeah.
Well, love birthday.
Exactly. As Mexican says, mi casa es su casa. And so whoever you are watching this, reach out and let me know.
Claro. Bueno, love you, and we'll see you soon.
All right, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye. And then, I have two other gentlemen here in the house, which I knew them when they were like little. They would hang out with my sons, and so I feel like they're my sons too,
Pictures for proof.
Yeah. Pinch them, right? So, and Daniel, so tell us a little bit of how you started, and he's such an entrepreneur, and he's amazing. I've seen him grow and blossom.
Well, Daniel Ramirez, I was actually born in Salvador. And funny thing, I was in Cabo last week.
Mm-hmm.
And so I went to a conference out there, a lot of fun. But it pretty much started when I was 20. I think I was 20 when, I guess let me take a step back. My parents had bought a house back in like 2004, 2005, which is like I used to walk up the street to go to your house and, probably wasn't good at that time, but but I ended up, I've always known I'm an entrepreneur, and I was in college and I didn't really know what direction to take. Engineering, went to business, and my parents had lost their house a few years back before I went to college, and so I actually reached out to one of my friends who was in real estate already. And granted, this is 2015. It was before real estate was a fad, and I reached out to him, hey, what does it take to help my parents buy a house? And so conversation led to, well, what do you do? And at the time, I wasn't, haven't been employed since 2012, right? So just going to college, and I was like, yeah, I could do this. It's like something I could. But what attracted me was me making money on my own time and being able to, just control my schedule, being able to eat off the labor of my, off my own labor, right? And so I went into it, and I'm going on my 8th year now. It's been great.
And he bought his mom the house.
Yeah.
He bought her the house, and then she became a real estate agent too. So it was amazing to see their journey.
I've had great inspirations like yourself, right? You're one of my first mentors, on Jorge and seeing you and all that you were doing and everything. So I have an amazing story. So, but yeah, I got my sister into real estate, my mom. My father would have been in, but he passed last year.
So sorry.
I got my brother in El Salvador that's also a real estate agent too. And for him to go to a country, we recently moved down there about 6 years ago. And for him to be as successful as he is in a country like that, it's phenomenal, right? So just having that grit and that hustle to him. So I guess it's just something that runs in our family.
Yeah, I hear there's a lot of positive changes that's taking place. It's a great place for investments.
100%. And I'd love to connect out with my brother out there, but he's, phenomenal, right? They don't have the same system that we do out here. They don't have MLS, right? It's in like Mexico, but their real estate is it's outdated, so. But there's definitely a lot of opportunity. And again, someone like my brother who just goes to, knows everywhere. He's probably one of the most prominent companies out there. So. Shout out to Miguel, hopefully he tunes into this, but Miguel's done a lot of great things in El Salvador. So I actually went the first time a few years ago, and it's been amazing.
So, you need to connect with them. They all have like an amazing story. I have another person that needs to come. ¿Le puedes poner la cámara o lo ponemos?
¿Pueden hacer switch?
Or you two switch for a little bit. You're going to be playing musical chairs here in the studio. Okay, so tell us again who you are and why you joined.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Isaias Gallegos, and I've been knowing you since I was a little kid. Pretty much grew up together, and really, one great avenue. Well, let's go back. So, after high school, I was just trying to find myself, trying to see what exactly I wanted to do, because I didn't have a role model to be like, okay, well, my dad does this. Let me go into that, right? So, I actually went to Timberview with you.
That's where I know you're from.
Yeah.
We have more picture here that I remember. I was like, okay. Okay.
Yes. So
Yeah, I was on the soccer team, and I could, we go on some same group.
So you might know my
Yes.
son. You might know my son Jorge.
Jorge Vasquez, shorts.
He was short,
Yeah.
skinny,
Yeah.
witty.
Yeah, so it's just a small world. I haven't seen him since high school. So for all the stuff that we've been through, brought us here today. So it's great that we're able to connect. And I just was always in the mindset where I got to work hard. I got to, it's how much I know. But like you said earlier, it's really more about who you know. So a great avenue that I decided to get into is real estate. And actually, it's Daniel that pushed me because, I was just going through a time where I just didn't know what exactly I wanted to do. But it was just a great avenue and fit for me because I like being with people, connecting with people. So, I barely got into it a month ago, but it's been nothing but great things because it teaches you how to be an entrepreneur and not depend, let's just say, like on the government. Because what we need here right now is more leaders. People that are able to step up and go out and get it. So that's my mission now, and my mindset is completely different, of course. But yeah, I first want to thank him for that avenue, and also another industry that I've always been into is I've always listened to Patrick McDavid for a long time. And what's funny, I've been listening to him for years. And one thing I told myself, if I get in it, I want to be wherever, his company, or I just want to be, his organization, because a lot of the things that he does are based off of character, principles, and having good morals, right? So that's something that I also, like I said, I was working a full-time job, but I took a leap of faith into just being an entrepreneur. So, the real estate market, I know people are maybe looking at it as, oh, well, this is one of the toughest times, but that's what makes the toughest people.
It's true. Yes, absolutely.
Exactly. So it's not about the market; it's about your mindset. So you can win in any market as long as you have it up here.
I love it. I love it. I just want to tell people I'm Dr. B and Facturando Tu Historia. And basically what that means, if you heard the song, the Chapita, she says that women don't cry anymore, but I want to take it a step further. It's like, if you have a challenge, if you're in dark moments, cry, build a bridge, get over it. And if you can't get over it, cry, but make a business, create something out of it, and make money from your story. Make money. Allow it to build who you are so that you can inspire other people, just like these amazing leaders right here in the real estate business and broker. And you need to connect with them. I'm here in Radio Metroplex, La Capital. I'm going to say it in Spanish. It's the capital of sports, entertainment, and events, and rock and roll. I got it. I'm really learning now, okay? And so let me tell you, you said something amazing a while ago, okay? It was multiple streams of income. And I really remember that when I was getting my degree and I was going to college and they were like, what do you want to be? And I went and I was like, well, I want to be this. And I gave them a list of everything I wanted to be, right? Instead of telling them my degree. And they're like, oh, poor child, you have to go home and really think about what you want to be. And guess what? I'm like a lot of things, and I do a lot of things, and I make money in different ways. But multiple streams of income is really important, because when something's high, something is low. When something's low, something else is going to be high. And you have money coming in from different places. So talk about AirBNB, why you do it, and how do you help people?
Oh my goodness. Well, AirBNB is such a interesting thing that's happened in the past few years. And it's huge. We're always looking for something else, right? So we've got that leader mindset. I haven't necessarily worked for anyone since I was 19. That's when I started our first company. And so always reaching for something different, always finding the information about what's new, what's happening, and watching a lot of videos on it. And so I came across AirBNB. We travel a lot, and we've stayed in Airbnb. So we started talking about what it would be like to host or own something like that as a stream of And so we decided to remodel our house a couple years ago. And it took about a year to do it all. But we did a major renovation, and in the process, we have a 3-car garage. We turned that. We decided after discussing it and researching to turn it into its own sufficient Airbnb apartment unit, right? And so it's very nice, very big. We've got a full kitchen out there. We've got restroom, bedroom, pool
One bedroom. Yeah, it's a 1-bedroom apartment.
And so our goal was to try it out and see what happens. But the more we learned and started studying about even Airbnb arbitrage, which is renting an apartment or renting another house from someone and then allowing you to sublease that and put it on Airbnb. We opened up our first 2 units, one at our house and one apartment arbitrage unit in July of last year. And we didn't have, mentors necessarily to say, hey, we've done this, why don't you try it? But we were kind of, in a position to make that financial investment, and we just leaped. And we have been blown away by how incredible it's been.
And within the month, we got another one.
That same month, we got another location. So,
Wow.
and we're looking at, we're just looking at more opportunities. Yeah, absolutely. So we're trying to grow. We'll be traveling next week to Panama. We're going to look at some options out there as well. So it's just, things have been quite interesting. But Airbnb, once you start to understand how that works and how pretty simple it is to even get into, and the return that you can get is pretty decent. It's pretty nice.
I've always thought of that, especially like I've been traveling a lot, like you said, internationally. I was like, what if I get a place in Spain and Italy, but Airbnb it,
Sure.
So that's been really in my head. So I'm going to manifest it, keep your brain on it.
Absolutely. Please. Yeah, we're always thinking the same thing. The vacation company, the vacation areas is what we want to focus on now. So wherever is a hot vacation destination where you get a lot of tourism, because that's what they do. Right? They do vacation rentals. They do Airbnb, you get an apartment, and when you're not there, you lease it out on Airbnb, and when you're there, you stay in it and enjoy it. Right?
And it's so convenient because there's a kitchen, they have everything, towels, beds, everything you need is there.
Absolutely.
So
And here, there's kind of that question mark, right? Because you got Fort Worth and Arlington have restrictions. Where our units are in Bedford and in Euless, and they don't have restrictions there.
Okay, that's
So
good.
there's some places that you got to pay attention to. But I feel like if we were to tap into a vacation destination, we probably won't have those issues. But it's always kind of hanging over us, like, what if they restrict that? That's going to put into our money like big time, or units.
But we're always a step ahead, and that's what we're always looking into something different. So we are planning to go try to do something.
interesting.
Okay, that's good.
That's really interesting because I had timeshares, and I still have one left, and I like using it, but sometimes there's restrictions of where I can go, when I can go, when I can use it. And she's been my travel buddy. Yeah, and we're going to Puerto Rico. So it's a group of women. We all go, and we're going to be going to Puerto Rico. So, but we use the timeshare, and it's gorgeous. But however, sometimes it's hard to find the place where I want to go. So I'm just now looking. I told her maybe Airbnb is the answer now.
Yes,
timeshare. So what's the difference? What do you think? Timeshare?
Well, we have both. So
We have both.
We have both.
We
Okay.
have time for both.
We bought it 15 years ago or something. Yeah.
And are you renting those?
No, we travel on those.
We use them when you.
But we use it a lot.
Yeah, but the difference is, like, you don't make money on your timeshares.
No, that's true. Not the kind you're gonna make with air.
Right. And so when you have luxury, the timeshares, I mean, they put you in the time. Otherwise, you pay $400-500 a night to stay at these places, and they're absolutely beautiful. They cost you up front. You gotta pay your maintenance fees, but it's a beautiful experience. However, there's so many deals right now, like everywhere. Expedia, all these places where you can get packages for flight and host hotel or resort stays and things like that, and it kind of balances itself out. It's what I think. In the end, it balances out. With the timeshare, you're almost forced to travel. Like, hey, we love it. But you need to use it in order for it to be worth it.
And I do think that's what's helped us. The fact that we bought it. okay, now we have to travel. And just being able to, because we have one where we can travel all over the world. So we have to travel.
Yeah, you have to.
That's
Or you
our
lose
excuse.
it. Or
Yeah.
you lose
Exactly.
it. I mean,
But it's afforded us the vision, I guess, because we would go to Puerto Rico. We went to Spain. The first lady we ever met with Airbnb was in Spain, and that was about 5-6 years ago.
Yeah,
She was
7
this-
units.
There was this young girl, like probably early 30s.
And we know
Yes.
how much we paid for that.
Yes.
yeah.
And so I looked at her. She was
Cute.
pretty young girl, and I'm thinking, yeah, we busted our butts back at home. You know, we work hard. And I asked her. I said, so I was just curious, you know. And she was like, oh, I used to work with Melanie for 7 units. This is all I do. And I was like, it's gotta be us one day. I want that. You know?
I want that job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what we did.
Yes,
we
we
went
did
to
that.
Spain last
Yeah, last year in October, and we had the same experience. Our unit was she owned
Gorgeous.
what, like it was gorgeous, but she owned
year.
several.
Several.
And we were talking about
I mean,
Yeah.
it's a different
It's a
world
deal.
on that side. Yeah.
that. Oh yeah, because here they're trying to restrict us, they're trying to tax us, they're trying to do all this. Where over there, you know,
Exactly. Well, and see, that's the thing too. Like we're constantly looking. Like, where's buying real estate? What's the best countries to purchase
right.
real estate? in?
Right.
What's the to invest in? And these countries like Colombia and Portugal and Cambodia, some
Oh,
of the way
yeah.
down. And then
Cambodia.
you've got even in Spain, different areas. It's very, very lucrative, right? And it's not so much to buy in. You can literally probably get something for $95,000, a nice condo, and it just stays booked year-round, making you a ton of money. So these are the kind of things that we're researching and learning. So why not have something in Spain and something else in DR and something else?
Yeah.
So let me ask you, when it comes to your vessels like that, for overseas, like Spain and Portugal, places like that, do you have like a management company that oversees the maintenance and everything, security, everything?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and it depends on where it is, where you go, right? Because there's property management companies, and they're huge in the vacation rental areas. They're all over the place. But connecting with a good one that's trustworthy, that has good reputation, that's most important, because you're not going to be there. Or, 90% of the year, you're probably not going to be there, but you're making money on it, right? So you've got to have a good team of people that's in good communication with you, and that you can trust to run your business.
Are you cashing out or getting playing over there, over here?
So it really depends. So if we're purchasing, it depends, right? So what we're doing at this point, we're looking to purchase in Panama. But up to this point, besides the one that we own already, we have 2 other ones that we're leasing and then doing an arbitrage. And so, and again, we're looking in the other countries to do the same thing. That's what I'm doing.
we
That's
were
what
there's
just
I'm
El
doing.
discussing,
Salvador,
We might-
and then now Mexico with
Yes.
Ragne.
Yeah, we want to connect for sure, because that's something we've heard 3 times in the last 2
Yes.
weeks. That El
El
Salvador.
Salvador.
And I'm like, are you
You
serious?
see?
The law synchronicity is telling you.
Yeah.
Listen.
Arrows are pointing.
Yeah. So for those of you that are watching, you need to connect with these amazing real estate agents and brokers. There's people looking for ways to, buy properties, buy businesses, and you're the man.
Yeah.
So what do they need to do, and how can you help them?
Yeah, so I mean, even like if you hop on board like with the Airbnb trade, I mean, obviously nobody has $20,000-$30,000 sitting around laying there, So
For 29 million?
or 29 million, or 29 million right here across from the ballpark, So yeah, I mean, it's really not hard. I mean, people think it's I need the 700 credit score to buy my first home, or I need $20,000 in the bank. No, you don't need any of that, So credit scores can go down to 500. I highly recommend 580 and above for like your standard loans. If you're like us, we're entrepreneurs and you're 1099 employees, there's programs out there for that too. I mean, my job is to help coach them along the way. I'm not in the business, some people know. I may say not right now, but let me coach you and
I love
do
that.
X, Y, and Z to get to where we need to be. Because at the end of the day, we're a team, we're a unit. I believe in white glove service, full transparency with the agents, the title, myself, the client. and show them what they need to do. So, like for example, if you're a waitress, okay, I already know off the bat you get paid cash.
Right.
I coach, put your cash in the bank. You can pull it right out, but I need a money trail, a paper trail, to see where that money's coming from, where it's going. Oh, that's it. You know, so if I have any credit score, there's down payment assistance if you need it. There's, you know, if you know what I need to get land, if I'm 1099, you know, if you're 1099, okay, how do I do my taxes? Well, let's sit down and talk about how to properly do your taxes. So I'll be writing everything off. When you write everything off, well, now you made $100,000 this year, but your taxes show you made $20,000. So now we need to find a way to fix that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I mean, there's so many different avenues and moving parts to the back end of it, than just opening the door and saying, "Hey, there's your new house." You know, so definitely transparency is a big thing. Open communication is huge. But I mean, home ownership is not hard.
Right. You know, and for those of you that are watching, instead of thinking like I have bad credit score, I can't do it, think of options, think of connections, think of figuring out a plan. And I love what you said. If not now, I will get it.
Absolutely.
In the future, working
Yes.
on it.
So we talked about before. It's not about what you know; it's about who you know. So
There you go.
I actually partnered with a person named Jessica Wright with Ethical Credit Restoration, and she's very, very affordable. But she goes in there, and I've heard many people say, "Well, I messed up my credit when I was 19, and now I'm just SOL." No, I have a person that's going to talk to her about, and she's amazing, she's phenomenal. And so I think I have 16 people in the pipeline right now using her services, and I'm able to log in, see where they're at. I know where the credit needs to be. I pull them off her program. It's all right, cool. Now we're ready. You know, and the whole time I'm still coaching, like, hey, checking in with you, make sure that you're not spending anything, you know, fruitlessly. You know, you're saving your money still. Okay, you know, I'm in touch with you and your agent. Make sure that you know I'm still here. This is the goal. Because a lot of times people will do these programs and still spend their credit cards, buy new cars. And so I'm there to make sure that I'm your coach. I'm your finance coach. Hey, look, remember the goal. I have the prize.
Yeah.
Focus.
Put it on your refrigerator, on your bed, in the
Right.
restroom, everywhere. Put your focus.
Put your focus.
I'm doing everything but knocking on your door now. O'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I love what I do. I meet so many different people. I connect with so many different agents. I was talking here, you know, out of San Antonio. So like, I pride myself on generating my own leads. So I'm on Facebook, realistically, social media. I haven't got the TikTok. I don't dance. But I So it's funny though because I don't dance, but I did do a rap song.
There you go.
And I don't rap.
Yes,
And I'm gonna do a country one next. I'm gonna do a Hocus video in my backyard where the ladies call the police and everything. But yeah, it's different things. So people will come on my Facebook, my TikTok, and say, "Hey, you know, can you help me?" You know, and so I consult with them, get the pre-approval out. They say, "Hey, I'm in San Antonio. All right, hey, let me connect you with Miss Duncan."
Yeah.
Hey, and then I can start a group chat. Hey, manage your new real estate agent, and like she knows how to operate. I'm on it. Communication's the key, and we go from there. You know, and so I pride myself on giving the best service I can.
Absolutely. So for those of you that are watching, connect with Yvette.
Yes. I'm with the agency Texas. My phone number is 210-996-5600.
And connect with.
Yep. So Isaiah Brown, you can find me on Facebook at Isaiah the Texas Loan Officer. Or shoot me a text 469-616-8285. I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. On Instagram it's the Texas Loan Officer, TX Loan Officer.
And connect with.
Kane, Kane and Melanie. We're with 16100 Realty right here in Arlington. And we also have our business calling Real Estate Investments, realestateInvestments.com. You can email us or call or text. It is the best 817-881-5593. You can reach us anytime and social media. Calling Team DFW Realtors.
Or Spanish. Or if it's a Spanish person, 817.
Yeah, Spanish.
817-903-1285.
And they dance. In fact, they're going to be at Alamir
Yes,
tonight at.
At 9 p.m. we used to teach a class, and then after that,
Yay.
we have music and class.
Oh, I wanna,
Yeah.
we gotta go. 'Cause
Fridays.
I-
Yeah,
I-
we're gonna go because she's in town.
Yeah,
so
I
we're
know.
gonna go.
Yes.
See y'all tomorrow.
Yeah. And Daniel, where can they connect with you?
So Instagram, Dana Ramirez, TX, Facebook, same Dana Ramirez, and number 682-365-0525. For my Spanish speaking people, Dana Ramirez, TX, 682-365-0525.
See, can you just swap really quick and then swap back?
And I noticed that's
Where can they connect with you?
Yeah, so I mean, I kind of like to connect with my clients like directly. I'm not big on social media, but if you do want to follow me, like on Instagram, I have LATX Frenchies. It's also free Frenchies. But if you want to reach me directly with anything, even mindset stuff, you know, being a coach, someone to hold you accountable, you can reach me at 817-768-0846.
See, thank you. Monica, go. I love you. Hello to you all the way to Miami. Saludos a Patricia, a Maria, a Rosie, hello. And thank you for connecting and all of you that are connecting. Now, I am Dr. B in Facturando Tu Historia and Radio Metroplex, the capital of events, entertainment, sports, and rock and roll.
And FC Dallas.com.
Yeah, we're right here in the Dallas area.
FC Dallas.
FC Dallas.
FC Dallas. Yeah.
Yes. And for those of you that are looking to put ads here in Radio Metroplex, you can reach out to us. We're looking for sponsors. We will promote you in most of our shows. I mean, we run around. We even talked to the mayor from Arlington. What was it last week? I mean, we connect with people everywhere. So we will let them know about your business, and you will be all over the place. Yeah, that's what we do. We promote you. So connect with us. And again, you guys exchange, connect with each other. Huh?
Is this question for your account?
Oh, okay. What question? ¿Qué pregunta tienes?
There's one question.
Which one?
Oh, okay.
Roma, ¿cómo estás? Yeah,
What does he say?
I don't know. He has to click on it.
¿Que tiene una pregunta?
Let me check.
No veo.
Ver más.
Orlando, we're not
Oh, he
taking
has
questions.
several
Bro.
things.
We're not
Oh,
taking
yeah.
questions.
What's the
Oh.
increased interest rates today?
Was he increased? Okay, that's a question for Isaiah since he's the mortgage
Okay,
loan.
so with increased interest rates today, are there any concerns with the housing market DFW? One thing I tell people, if you look at pre-08, these were the rates. You know, we saw, you know, if you look at 99 and 2001, the rates were about, you know, the 8-9%. You know, so if you look at the trend, okay, obviously we had that rate crash. We saw a lot more inventory on the market. I mean, everything was upside down. 13 years later, now we're seeing the market stabilize back to what it was pre-08. So the high 5s, low 6s, 7s. I think right now the average par is 7.25 is the norm. I mean, and everybody has their own opinion on it. I don't see another recession occurring. This is it. You know, I mean, that's going to be a variety of like what you got to see in the market, but this is where we're at. Yeah, what do you foresee the real estate market looking like in the 2024s? And overall, have you seen that home sales drop? I think it's a good time to buy sell. It's a good base of your preference on all those. I mean, we're seeing, and guys, other agency in the room, we're seeing a lot of houses stay on the market a little bit longer now.
Yeah.
We're seeing sellers do a lot more concessions.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're sitting on the market. You know, it's reversing, right? So for the longest, it's been a seller's market, like for a while, and now things have really started to balance out for a little while, and now it's more of a buyer's market. So we're seeing that.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot more seller concessions. Sellers actually giving money to the buyers just to get it off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. People are calling me, hey, do you want to sell your house? Like a lot of
I think a lot of people got used to like
For
the
the-
3% interest rates
Okay.
and
You need
the
that
growth
for
we
me?
had
Bring it
in
up
COVID,
more?
right?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
guess the people got used to that, made that the norm. Where now we're coming back down, and it's like
Well, it's like I tell people, imagine the fraud being put. I mean, from 13 years is a long time, and that fraud, we were the frauds, but 2%, 3%, 4%,
Right.
average, and now all of a sudden it's like, okay, 7%. Oh, I got this pot. We've been it the whole time,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Right.
And so, like I said, get used to it. I mean, there's not really going to be a good or bad time now. I mean, 2 years ago, what was the best time to buy? You know, now, you know, like I bought my house years ago. I bought 3.5%.
I missed out buying when I was 8 years old.
Yeah. So, but when I go see that.
Well, you know what? And also, if you were in the market to buy when those rates were that low, you got to understand these people were up against a ton of competition. So it was huge. I mean, they were bidding, they were going $60,000, $80,000.
Yeah, they're
over.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No appraise, waiving appraisal.
It was crazy.
And all that. So it was,
I mean, I was a little, I was at the point where I couldn't afford to live a little more to buy, you know, so I moved to Florida. I put 16 offers in before I finally got my house, you know. So 16 offers is a lot, you know. We don't see that anymore. I mean, we still have to see bidding wars in certain areas. I mean, and you know, luckily my house appraised what we offer. Because for me to get into a venture loan where you got to pay the difference on it, and it looks at the numbers. So definitely connect with me if you have questions about the rates, the numbers, the do's and the don'ts. Definitely.
Yeah.
I feel like the best time to buy is when they're ready, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so the best time to buy is when you're ready. Let's stand over here so we can say goodbye and we can all be in it. So we really want to thank all of you for joining us every Friday at 5 p.m. We're here. We do the program in Spanish or English depending on our guests. And today was all about real estate. So don't hold back. If you need to connect with them. Ask them for questions. Go buy a home. If you feel you don't have the credit, then work on it. Find somebody that will, credit repair. Yeah. And connect with me. I'm Dr. B, facturando tu historia en Radio Metroplex, La Capital, de deportes, espectáculos, entretenimientos. Gracias. Los quiero. Love you guys.
All right. Good.
Thanks for tuning in to PowerTalk Productions with Dr. B. We hope today's episode inspires you to elevate your business and life. Want more visibility and impact? Advertise your business on our show. We're also looking for guests to share their stories and expertise. For sponsorships or interviews, contact us directly. Let's shine together and make a lasting impact. Thanks for connecting with Dr. B, the ultimate legacy builder. Until next time, dare to be you. Step into your greatness and leave a lasting legacy.